What's poppin', world? It's gonna be a good one right here. Y'all ready to title? Let's get right into it. This is why I feel like, personally, the modern man has to be stronger than the traditional man. And reason being is because it's a different set of rules. So, based on how the game has changed, and this game called the society, whether it be the economy, whether it be social norms, few far in between, right? We have to make more than ever. We have to tolerate more than ever. We gotta work. Yeah, we gotta earn more than ever. We gotta be more patient than ever. Everything is in heightened, right? It is requiring more out of us than it has ever before. I would say in modern history. So way back when, and there's where the real men at, and you know, it's hard to be a real man. You know, it's always been hard. You feel me? But let me preference that it's harder than ever before. Let's take it from a relationship aspect, right? So you got feminism, the Me Too movement, and a lot of this stuff got credibility towards it. It does serve a genuine purpose, right? So it's not to diminish or downplay anything that's transpired. Why I say in a relationship standpoint you have to be stronger than the men before is because what's being asked out of that man is the same thing that was asked out of the men before, plus more. So, how do I want to do this? I don't want to phrase this. Basically, because women are more, I'm just go ahead and say it, less submissive, right? Women are less submissive. So, if women are less submissive, then that makes for harder relationships. A lot of these situations are broken, right? There's more debt in the world than it ever has been. Ooh. Things cost more than it ever has. And before you know it, the middle class is eroding right before everybody's eyes. Nobody don't want to say it. Everybody just want to kind of go, do their thing, come back to their house, live their norm. But, yeah, people having second jobs more than ever. And that's why, like, being a modern man, like, people don't even hardly get into fist fights anymore, right? That's why there's so much disrespect in the world. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, and I'm not a person that my bad, y'all. I'm going through a rocky road right now. Hold up. I'm not a person advocating for violence, but I do feel like there is a place for violence. There is an appropriate, I would say, a necessary evil, right? Because it puts things in its proper perspective and it puts things in check. It is a form of discipline, right? And these fights are best had when you're kids, right? Because grown adults can hurt each other, but my whole thing is getting into fist fights, getting into confrontations, it puts everything in its proper order, right? that's why I feel like there's so much disrespect in the world, because nobody ain't got no regard for consequence. Because everybody could battle on the internet where the person behind the keyboard is out of harm's way and they don't have to be attached to their stances because they're not within reach. You know? And I know all this sounds crazy and stuff like that, and to some, I might be explaining exactly what's wrong with everything. You know, how is there's so much accessible information in the world, and the world is worse off than it ever has been? It's because that point exactly. It's too much information. It's good and bad information. It's too many distractions. You know, nobody wants to say it, but social media, especially like TikTok and stuff like that, it's making people lose their brain cells. People thought that way back when people were being indoctrinated and programmed way back when. It's worse than ever, because a lot of these social media companies are able to control the algorithm of what is seen and what gets pushed and what agenda is in the forefront. So, I mean, with all that being said, it's tough. It's tough. You know, people, you know, you're getting sad. A lot of men are sad. A lot of men are lonely. You know, a lot of men are disrespected. No regard for pride and honor and respect and principle and standards. Everybody's just kind of doing their own thing without no regard or consequence. And that's just my own personal opinion. There's just no... We're losing the grasp of what and how things used to be. But forget that. That's the past. We can no longer dwell on the past. We only can look towards the future, right? The future is all about this, right? Where not only you gotta be able to fight with your masculinity, but you gotta fight with your intelligence and your mind, right? It's always been like that, but it's more important before that the mind part is emulated. Because everything is targeted towards getting the man out the way. The everyday man. I feel like the above average man, they're enjoying this climate. You know? Now, an above average guy, I feel like it's subjective. It depends on what you got. What you got at your disposal. That's pretty much all I gotta say about this video, man. If y'all got any things to add on, go ahead, drop them thoughts in the comment section. More videos on the way.